Hey, hi, this is Chit Chat. So, I don't know what I was dreaming last night. I don't remember, but I woke up thinking about something, right? Um, oh, and real quick before I get started, for people who are, against, the witchy stuff, whatever. Did y'all know that the Psalms, that's a book of spells. Says it all over that this is a book of spells. Just keep that in mind. You can look it up yourself. Just check it out. They will say in a bunch of different places that this is a book of spells. Wouldn't that be considered like witchcraft or sorcery or whatever, But they're all nice things in there. So it's not like witchy. It's a nice, like I said, that word is it's no good. you know? Anyways, this is not really what I wanted to talk about. Because, you start looking stuff up and you'll start drowning in that stuff, like there's all kind of astrology stuff in the Bible, like all over the place. Come on now. People trying to be all against it. And okay, enough of that. So I got up this morning and I was wondering about something. I must have dreamed something. I can't remember a lot of the dreams, but I remember important stuff. When I wake up, I'll be like, what is that? Why am I thinking like about that? Because you know what? I have always believed something. Even without going to the Bible, like I have always believed something. My main question was, and I know people are going to trip out on me and say I'm wrong and you don't know it. Whatever you guys think. It's okay. It's okay. Because I see stuff here. It's right there. Okay. If you don't believe me, you go look for yourself. It's okay. 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 I have it on the Psalms page here. I'm like, why did I have it there? And then I remember, oh, okay. But that's later. So the first thing that I wanted to find out was, what does the Bible say about races? Yeah, because I woke up like that. And, color's not really mentioned in there. But I think this is why I've always had like a issue with the Jesus thing, because Jesus's picture that has been shown to me growing up and this and that, it's like a white guy with a beard, Jesus was a Jew, okay? But you know what? The reason why I can't accept that is because of common sense. Common sense stuff. The science of, you know what I'm saying? People in different regions of the world have a certain color because of where they live, right? Their body structure is different. The color of their skin is different. Okay? This is a scientific thing, all right? It's not even a Bible thing. This is like, okay, like people from Africa, they have more keratin in their skin because they're exposed to the sun, okay? They work in the sun, they're hard, and their body physique has evolved over time. They're strong people. You know what I mean? And I kind of know this. We should all know this, okay? People from India, they have a brown skin, a dark brown, because they're by the sun. Their body has adapted to the environment, okay? White people, different because they're not exposed to the sun like that. So the keratin in their skin is different. That is just a scientific genetic thing that we should all know. This is not rocket science, okay? This is easy. So when you see stuff, movies or whatever, they're going to depict people in those days as some as white, you know? The one movie I saw, though, the Mary Magdalene movie, they had a person of color in there who was an apostle, okay? That's correct. That's correct. So, to be quite honest, when we're talking about back in them days, those days, nobody was white. Everybody had a tint to their skin, like a brown to a dark brown or black, however everybody want to say it. Everybody had a tint to their skin because of the location that they were. That's why. Simple, scientific fact, right? Oh, but there's white people in Africa. Okay. I looked that up too. Where's my other phone? I looked that up too. I'm gonna refer to the phone with this one, okay? Because I had to look something up. This is South Africa, I think, right? South Africa, yeah. Where do the white people where do the white people in South Africa originate? Right? Hold on, it didn't spell Africa. So where do the white people from South Africa originate? The majority of English-speaking white South Africans trace their ancestry to the 1820 British, Irish, and Dutch settlers. So they're not originally from there. Okay? All right. So let's just get that straight. The remainder of the white South African population consists of later immigrants from Europe, such as Greeks and Jews from Lithuania and Poland. Okay, that's what this says. This is, you know what? This is Wikipedia. I don't like to look at that. National Archives. Let's see what that says. Yeah. Same thing. British Empire became a republic on May. Okay. Non-racial democratic constitution. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Whites comprise about 14% of the population. They are primarily descendants of Dutch, French, English, and German settlers. There you have it. So, this is from, what is this from? National Archives. Okay. I guess you know. So, yeah. Here's another one. Taylor and Francis Online. They also say Dutch. Yeah, you know what? If all the different places you look, you're going to find the same thing. You know, when you compare a whole bunch of different things, then you can kind of see, okay, you know? So I found that. And that's obvious. That's so obvious. All right? So let's move along. And then, you know, I found the Song of Solomon. That's Song of Solomon 1, 5, and 6. This is a, which Bible is this? King James Version. King James Version. Okay, watch. This is the Song of Solomon 1, 5. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. They italicize I am. Okay? Song of Solomon 6. Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard I have not kept. The sun hath looked upon me, right? What did I say before? People in this region, the sun, their skin is dark. It's a genetic thing. So they don't burn. You know, I mean, the body mutates to the environment. Okay? Everybody in those environments have a tint or a darkness to their skin. No matter what. You cannot just, that's science. That's easy. Come on, y'all. And you know what? That also made me think, because we went on a walk this morning. That's why, I went to school for many years and I couldn't figure out what to do. But that was at the hand of God, I believe. Like, I needed to study all those other things that I studied, because a lot of it was science, to bring me to these conclusions, to understand, like, oh yeah, common sense. Okay? Jesus wasn't a white guy. He just wasn't. He had a darkness to his skin, and possibly even to black. Nobody will know for sure. Okay? And the only reason, like, color is not really put in here that much, because why? We are all God's children. Hello? All right? And then I was thinking about the Moses thing. Moses was a Jew in the river. They wanted to kill, whatever. And then the queen mother, I don't remember her name. She collected him and she took care of him as her son. She was black. Come on now. Come on, y'all. There's nothing wrong with that. And she loved the child as her own. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. So that's what this says in this book. Let's see what it says in this book. And the Song of Solomon is very short. It's a very short chapter. It's very short. Let's find out what it says here. Okay. So they switch it up in here. Why? Because they don't want anybody to think that somebody here could have been black. The Song of Solomon is about King Solomon, right? Look what this book says. And this is the study Bible one. This is Song of Solomon 1, 5, 6. I am very dark. Okay, you're very dark because you live in a region that the sun shines down on you like that. The mutation in your skin is like that. Everyone in that region will be dark. In some form or fashion, right? I am very dark, but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. Do not gaze at me because I am dark, because the sun has looked upon me. My mother's sons were angry with me. They made me keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard I have not kept. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But, they want to blame, they want to say, oh, you're only dark because the sun was on you. No, They are dark because that's genetics, that's where they live, and that's the pigment of their skin. And that's it, and that's all. That's a science thing. This is true. This is true fact. Science, I'm talking about. I'm telling you, science and religion need to be intertwined in order to figure stuff out from this book. It wasn't a bunch of white people running around. No! Come on, you guys. Look at what it says in the study part, though. 1:5. Ooh, dark but lovely. The shepherd girl has spent her life working in the sun in the vineyard. Okay, listen to this. That's not why she's dark. She's dark because it's genetics. It's the mutation to, and she's strong because she's a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? And then we have my own vineyard refers to a poetic image to the woman's physical appearance. The sun has damaged her skin as she has tended her family's vineyard. No, the sun has not damaged her skin. She's fine working out there because God made her dark like that so she could withstand the sun in the continent that she lived. Science, common sense. So right here in this book, this is not nice. This is the Baptist book. This is not nice at all. Her skin is not damaged. Her skin is fine. And she is dark because that's how God made her, and that's it, and that's all. So in this book, they're trying to be like, oh, she's damaged. No, she's not. You're trying to be against people of color in here. That's a terrible thing. That is a terrible thing. And things like this is like what I'm talking about for the witchcraft stuff. Speaking against people, against races, that's an against thing. There's nothing wrong with her skin, and she is not damaged from the sun. She has been sun-kissed, if anything. That right there, y'all, is sorcery and witchcraft. Right here in this book, negative speak about anyone is witchcraft in the bad sense. That's why I don't like to use, if you're doing things good and right, you're on the light side, okay? And we shouldn't call it witchcraft. We should just call it something else. So that right here is negative talk towards a race in a book that Jesus was like, everyone is God's children. I think I need to get an Ethiopian Bible. I'm going to tell you, This is terrible. This kind of made me mad a little bit. How rude of you guys. Anyways, and that's what they're trying to teach in this book because it's a learning Bible. They teach you the extra. How rude. When I saw that, the sun has damaged her skin. Ugh, you guys. Yuck. Anyways, that's so rude. That's so rude. Oh, shoot, 1820. Okay, look. And then I looked up, was King Solomon black? I think so. If he's the one that said this, I think so. But people want to fight it so badly. No, he's not black. It's because you're so against the truth. You're so against reality. Fact. I think King Solomon was black, okay? And that's involving science and color. We are our color because of our ancestors, because we lived in certain regions, and that's why our skin color is such. Okay? So mad. It kind of made me so angry about these people, how rude they are with that. So that's how I feel about it. And I saw in this site, Neraland Forum, and when you read the comments down there, because that's where I found this Song of Solomon, where to look, I was like, oh yeah, yes, true, this is true, right? And that's how I found it. And of course, in all these books, they say it a different way. Let's check what the classic Jewish Bible says, because it says something too. How rude people are, you guys. I'm so disappointed. But this is what God wants me to see. This is what God wants me to see. Because I got some sign and I started looking up, and yes, okay? So don't be all tripping on me. All right? Song of Solomon. Here we go. 1. We're looking for 5 and 6. Oh my gosh, commercials. Okay. See, I am dark but lovely. Your daughters of Jerusalem. So it says the same thing, but they say dark. They don't want to say black. Why? Don't stare at me because I am dark. Once again, there's a link between the Christianity and Jewish. And then before I start, I saw some other weird stuff about Jewish, and then 3-year-olds in one day and priests being able to be... Anyway, that's another story, you guys. I can't even go there. But I'm going to end this right here. I'm going to start another chit chat because I found something linked with myself. That one won't be that long, but I don't want to make these too long. So I'm Mona. This was Chit Chat, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Y'all can look it all up yourself. You can find stuff in the Bible, and all the Bibles, whatever. I'm considering wanting to see if I could obtain an Ethiopian Bible, because of course there's a whole missing chapters in there. The Book of Enoch. Why isn't that in there? So I'm Mona. This was Chit Chat, and I'll talk to you guys next time.